What's going on, guys? I'm gonna review this song here. It actually came out yesterday, but I wasn't able to get around to it. It's Louder by All That Remains. It's the fourth um, song they've released from the upcoming album. So they've released quite a lot of singles so far, but it comes out in about 2 weeks. So hopefully this is the last one before they release too many tracks. So just from the get-go, it gave me a very Western Southern rock kind of vibe, kind of like you're heading to a gentleman's duel or, something of that nature. And, like, it went right into, the way they structured the verse and the chorus and the solo section was kind of interesting to me because, it starts off kind of, southern rocky, then it just gets really heavy, and then the verse is, half, calm talking, then he just goes into yelling, and then it leads into the chorus, which is kind of more um, anthemic, I guess. So you have, you have this intro, which it sounds like intense, like there's about to be some kind of selling of a score, some kind of final fight here, and then it goes kind of into like a more aggressive riff, then it goes into the verse, which is half talking and then half screaming and cursing and yelling, and then you know but I really did like how in the chorus they did the harsh vocals and then the clean vocals kind of you know more anthemic and just more the way they made the harsh vocals and the clean vocals interact in the chorus kind of made it more impactful. You know, like I listened to it the first time around, and then like the second time around listening to it, I was actually like bobbing my head and all that stuff to the chorus. So the chorus definitely definitely is structured very well. Um, it's a very settle the score type of vibe, At some points, it kind of reminded me of politics, politicians and stuff. But overall, it's a very, very settle the score. Um, you overestimate yourself and you underestimate me and all that, and let me show my true power and all that stuff. It was a very settle the score, um, very anthemic song. I really like the solo. It was structured to the song very well. When those harmonies came in, it was very, very nice. I really enjoyed the solo as well. It was very structured, fit the song and the flow very, very well. Um, I'd have to say this is probably my favorite track. It'd probably go Louder, then Madness, and then Safe House, and then Halo. Because everything sounded great here. The guitar sounded great, the bass sounded great, the drums sounded great, and the vocals, those clean vocals weren't struggling. It didn't sound like he was struggling to hit those clean vocal notes like he did on Halo. So this is definitely a very, very good song. Definitely balanced interestingly, like, in the song structure, as I said earlier. But definitely the most, I wouldn't say happy song, but the most positive song that they released so far, in my opinion at least. But I really, really enjoyed it. I listened to it, 3 times, and like I said, by the second time I was bobbing my head to the chorus, and like I can't wait to see this one live because this is probably gonna be like a really good live banger. And he's like, "You're loud," and then he says you just sing and all that kind of stuff. So I really can't wait to see this one perform live. It seems like it's gonna be a really nice, middle of the set or maybe even final song, sing along anthemic banger, for him. So yeah, this is my favorite song that they released so far. I can't wait to hear the rest of this album. They've released very interesting tracks that are very distinct from one another. So I'm definitely interested to see what the rest of this album will sound like. So yeah, I will put a link to it down in the description, and yeah, just go check this one out, man. It's really the best one they released so far. And if you guys like these videos, you can give me a like, a comment, or you can subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and rock on.